It's been a while since I've been on YouTube. I mostly have been posting on TikTok, but with the whole TikTok ban happening, I decided, you know what, this might be the right time to make a little comeback to YouTube. First of all, yes, I'm not American, so the TikTok ban does not count for me, but it's very weird to witness, and I have no idea what the future of TikTok is going to be. But I also already was thinking about getting back on YouTube anyway, because as much as I like making TikToks, gonna be honest, because they're very low effort, high reward, and YouTube is a lot more high effort, low reward. But I have been missing making long style content. You can't really yap away on TikTok. It has to be very short and very straight to the point, and I love to talk a lot. So but yeah, the ban has been great motivation to pick up my camera, dust it off, see if my microphone still works, and get back into it. Normally I would also set up my light boxes. They're still packed up, and I decided, you know what, a ring light is gonna be enough for now. I have to figure everything out again, because as you can tell by a different background, I have moved. I live somewhere else now. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about my private life and just catch you guys up to speed and talk about what I want to do with my YouTube channel. I have no script, I have no plan. I just decided today was the day to grab my microphone and get into it. So it's gonna be messy. Honestly, let's start with the first thing. I turned 29 last week. Wait. Yes. No, more than a week. Time goes fast. I turned 29. And the funny thing is, I have been looking back at my old content, that most of it is private, so you're not gonna see it. I decided to private most of it because honestly, it's so different from the content that I would make today. And because, you know, when you search my channel, that's what you see. Because I don't upload that often, I decided, you know what, I think it's better to hide this from the world. It's not me anymore. I'm not the kawaii, cutesy, living doll thing that I desperately wanted to be at the time. But the funny thing is, I kind of started to want to go back to that little bit. Like, not the same, but I've been missing wearing like contact lenses, and with the whole Dojin style that's was very popular on TikTok. I've seen the new type of lenses, colored contacts that they have, and I'm like, that's what I wanted at the time, but they didn't have those. But they look so pretty. I want them. Should I get back into it? Also, I had a moment where I wanted to sell most of my wigs because I was like, I'm not wearing them anyway, but I just couldn't do it. So I'm like, should I just put on a wig again? Like, I kind of miss it a little bit. Like, should I get a little bit back into my cringe era? But yeah, nearing my 30s now, and I never spoke about my private life on YouTube that much. Also because my English wasn't that good at the time, but I also didn't know if I should. But to kind of, not to go into too much details, but these last 2 years were a lot of personal growth. I had to cut a lot of people off. I realized a lot. Like, at first, especially with therapy, I was so focused on figuring out what was wrong with me and what I could do to change myself, and also to be a better friend and a better partner and just a better person overall, that I was so locked in that I did not realize that I was not getting good treatment from other people, and I blamed myself for it. And I aged out of that real fast. So I learned to grow a backbone and decide, you know what, if you're gonna treat me like shit, bye. And I had to learn that the hard way. Like, say it like it's easy, but it was not. Like, when they say that the universe keeps giving you the same lesson until you've learned it, don't worry, I've learned it. You can stop now. It's fine. But yeah. And yeah, I've moved to a completely different part of the country. And it was kind of yeah, I kind of just wanted a new start, and because of a family member passing away, I got the opportunity to buy a house because I was left in the will, which was also very unexpected. I really had one of those movie moments where they're like, wait, me? But it happened, and I decided to search for my dream house, and it happened. I found it, and it was basically just me being very, very lucky in a lot of different ways, especially with this housing market. Like, it is a fixer-upper. Like, the background is discolored, but this is not the worst part of the room. Like, if I'm looking over there, I can see that this person put painter's tape over a hole in the wall and then just painted over it. So I just plucked it off and I was like, oh, fun, cool, love that. And that's basically the entire house for the most part. There are holes everywhere. I need to do the roof. I need to, well, not the roof. I have to isolate everything. Next week, somebody's going to look at my house and then figure out, measure, that's the word I'm looking for, measure up my windows to have new windows put in. So it's definitely a work in progress, but I would not have had it any other way. I am so grateful, kind of sad with how it happened, because I don't think somebody else should pass away for somebody else to be able to buy a house, but that's sadly the type of world we live in, and I'm very grateful, and I wish I could thank this person before they passed away, but yeah. So I moved, quit my job, said my goodbyes, and I moved. And I have never been happier in my life. The amount of just relief my new situation brought me. Once again, I'm not going into too much details, but my old living situation was not the best for me. It was not the healthiest, and I had to follow a lot of rules just to stay there. It was it was just not fun. It wasn't fun. I was happy to have a place for myself, but it wasn't fun. And I just got such a sense of relief when I moved in here. I was kind of worried, like, what if I don't feel at home until I fix up all this stuff and I have to wait years? But immediately I moved in, and I don't feel rushed to fix everything to make it my own, because it feels like my own. And yes, I'm going to have to look at disgusting walls for at least another like 8 months or so until they put in those new windows and we can isolate the roof. And after that, I can finally start painting and putting in new floorings and stuff, and then it comes together over time. But I'm so not concerned with that. Like, everything has started to work out for me personally, and it's been so strange to have so much peace in my life. And yeah, I've been in a much, much better place. So, left certain people behind. I'm not angry. Like, I was angry for a while, but I've made my peace for the most part. I kind of think back on certain things and was like, wow, that's really messed up. Like, why would you treat me like that? I would never treat you like that. But that's a part of their personal journey. So, not my problem anymore. So yes, now I live here and I'm rebuilding my life. But this time I'm doing it without depression and without feeling useless and without all of the struggles. Of course, there are certain things, but I can manage them so much better than I could at the time. And that's also kind of why I never was consistent with social media before, because just my mental health was taking up so much, and it was kind of a distraction, but some days I just could not do anything at all. So you may have seen the shorts that I've been posting on YouTube from TikTok to kind of revive my YouTube channel a little bit. And I have been very into fragrances, as you can tell. It's my new obsession. Like, I still love my makeup and my clothes and my wigs and the whole thing. I started doing nails, which don't look at this hand. We're gonna ignore that. 3 fell off yesterday. The pinky's been gone for a while, but 3 fell off yesterday. I just got this one. And these one are holding on too strong, so I cannot get them off yet. But yeah, I've been having my little obsessions and my bigger obsessions, and I have ADHD, okay? I just like the idea of starting something and then not following through. So yes, how I got into fragrances is actually kind of funny. What is it? I at work may have picked up a bad habit, a very bad habit, a stinky bad habit. Why did I do that? Because every now and again a colleague would offer me a cigarette or something, and then I bought a packet for myself so I wouldn't have to ask them. And then it became something I would only smoke at work, and then I would smoke at home, and then I would stress out whenever I were out of cigarettes. So that became an addiction real fast. Don't start smoking, just don't do it. But yeah, I did it and I got addicted, and then I had to quit. And to motivate myself, I downloaded an app that kind of shows you how much money you saved by not smoking. And I decided, you know what, I need a distraction, and I just bought myself fragrances as like a reward for not smoking. And it did work. Like, I still don't smoke. I kind of still want to, but let's not talk about that, okay? Like, I've been keeping myself very distracted, and it's honestly a better smelling hobby, but it is more expensive. But that's okay. We're just can't have them all, you know. And I decided, you know what would be fun? Just to make little TikToks. I've seen a few of them. I got into Arabic fragrances, and then that started to obviously get on my For You page a lot, and I got very curious, and I bought like Yara, like the Arabic, oh my god, the Arab fragrance we all know and love, or some don't. But where was I going with this? Yeah, I just decided, you know what, I want to make these videos too. I think they're fun. And then I basically rolled into that, and then rolled into that community, like the fragrance community, and I like it. I really do. There's drama, like with every single community I've ever been with, whether it was Lolita, whether it was Living Doll, whether it was whatever you can think of, people have beef. Like, I've seen beef in crochet communities, so like, people can just not be peaceful at all. But yeah, it's the silliest thing. But I've still been enjoying this community, and I'm very sad that so many of them are gone because of the TikTok ban. I do kind of suspect that they're gonna bring it back, so we're gonna see if I'm right over time. I have no idea how long that's gonna take, but the whole Trump thing was pretty suspicious to me. So let's see what happens with the future of TikTok. But whether TikTok returns as it was or not, I'm still going to make more YouTube content, because I wanted to make longer form content, and also different things than just fragrance. I wanted to talk more like I do right now, but then maybe with like a theme or something, or just complain about something. Like, I have a lot of opinions, I have a lot to say, okay? And I want to say them. I think that's pretty much all I have to say right now. I don't want to make this an hour-long video. This will maybe come when I have actually wrote a script or a theme or something. But yeah. I also still really like making makeup content. And I want to get into that as well. I just want to do a lot of random things. I'm tired. I just want to do whatever I want to do when I want to do them. Screw the algorithm, screw how it's supposed to go, I don't care. Let me know in the comments what kind of content you want to see from me. Like I said, like I could do it all, baby. I could do it. Fashion, you got it. Fragrances, you got it. Hair on my microphone, you got it. Nails, I could do it. I'm very into myself. So anything that makes me look good. I mean, there's a truth to it, but yeah, I really like taking care of myself. It's like a hobby. Like, look. Wow. Pretty. But yeah, just let me know what you want to see, and I will try to be more active for once and for all. I think I've been basically saying that for the last 10 years. But we shall see. So let me know what you want to see from me. Have you missed me? Do you remember me? Or are you like, wait, who were you again? Because I really had to think back on how I even got so many subscribers in the first place. And then I realized, wait, I was mentioned by another YouTuber at some point, and that really helped. But other than that, we're just gonna see what happens. So I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.